which is a good thing. And my wife always says, well, you never pick cotton. I said, well, don't you remember me pulling the cotton out of the aspirin bottle when I had that might happen tomorrow, you know. Here's one I learned from a guy that Bob Basie, an old bluegrasser years ago. It's called The Old Swinging Bridge. A little faster, guys. Thank you so kindly. Just a senior's moment there. That one line.
Don't worry, my girly voice came to the rescue.
Thank you, Bryce. I noticed. And anyway, yeah. Anyway, we're going to do one more, but as you know, we're from New Brunswick, and from a town called Moncton. It's just somewhat of a small town compared to Vancouver, but we kind of liked it. Actually, it moved up for us because I was born in Albert County, which is where Chelsea lived. Anyway, we lived up in the woods there. Actually started in a log cabin. And every once in a while I get the urging to go back out in the country, and one day last fall here, it's kind of a rural area, Albert County isn't known to be a bit picky, I guess. Anyway, so we go, I'm going up there and I'm driving on one of these back dirt roads. And as I'm driving along, there's this guy walking along the side of the road. And what amazed me was he was leading a pig on a leash. Which even for Albert County, that's unique, you know. Anyway, what was even more interesting, this pig had a wooden leg. I mean, go figure. So the curiosity got the best of me, so I decided to stop and have a look and see what this was all about. So I stopped and I spoke to him, and I went over and I said hi, and I said hi, and I said I was kind of interested in, you know, the pig on the leash. Oh, he said, yeah, this pig, he said, that's kind of a special pig, he said. A while back, he said, house caught on fire on the farm there. And this pig made such a ruckus in the barnyard, he said, woke us all up, and me and the young'uns and the wife, we get out all alive, and we got the fire out. So this is a very special pig, he said. Well, I said, that's very interesting. I said, well, what got my curiosity up? I said, I was wondering, what about the wooden leg? Well, he said, if you had a special pig like this, he said, you wouldn't want to eat him all at once. Anyway, this is going to be my final song, and then I'll get out of the way. And I'm going to dedicate it to this lady I met last night from Newfoundland. And we sort of compared notes. And Molly, I think her name's Molly. Mary Lou, I was close anyway.
Hello, Mary Lou.
Yeah, she said that song. I know it, Buddy Holly, but anyway, I don't know the words. Anyway, it's from Mary Lou, and back in Newfoundland and New Brunswick, the grass is just starting to turn gray. It goes something green. It goes something like this. When the mountains start to fall, and the green, green grass begins to grow, that's when I realized I loved you. That's why I'm back home, back to the one that I love dearly, back to the one that I love so, back to the girl I spent some time with, back to my little mountain home. When the mountain starts falling and the green, green grass begins to grow, that's when I realized I loved you. That's why I'm always back home.
Harold Wilson, everyone.